good. I think I watched it. Uh, yeah. So we got the new toy and Heracross Rhyperior on his team, along with Starmie actually, going up against Primer, who has an admittedly weird collection of Mons, but they seem to be doing pretty well. Don't know why he stays in here with the body slam. I don't know if he had anything that could take a fairy move per se. Maybe this Tinkaton. Um, yeah, unsure there. So sacks that and immediately goes out to Thunderous. Okay. Yeah, I know this is like some pretty quick prep to and congrats to Eli, of course, for the wonderful news he received this week. So big shouts there. And then yeah, the burn on the Roaring Moon was really unfortunate for him. I guess there was nothing that could really take on this well, natural cure Starmie made have been pretty well for that. But that risks the Shadow Ball. It's just a prediction or Thunderous. So yeah, unfortunate there, but looks like Rhyperior is gonna pick up a few kills. Yeah, Rock Stab's pretty good. And Threat the Burn goes back out to this. And from what I recall, it's just a pivot war. Knock Taunt. This is actually a really nice little set for Roaring Moon too. Um, get the 1v1 in versus this Crocodile, get it low enough. So that's really nice. And then Starmie cleans up with the kill. Here's that Terra Captain Torterra. Thing's pretty nasty in its own right. It's got a Shell Smash, all that fun stuff, and Terra really unlocks it because Grass Ground's pretty bad. All right, little pivot move. Um, yeah, we're just kind of gaming. Rhyperior claiming some bodies, and yeah, it's probably the best Terra Captain out there. Um, yeah, not too bad. I think there was some questionable decisions made here on the end game, per the post game logs. Like he sacked Tink, I believe, who was the answer to Cornerstone. Okay, nice. Forced it out with a synthesis and knockoff. Um, Gigaton. Yeah, and it's just like a bad sequence for him. So he's got the Horn Leech this time. He's gonna go for another knock and yeah, sweet. So that was actually a really good third knock there. Anticipating that, probably expecting something a little different. Um, that thing gets bonked pretty hard. That's actually a roll. I did the calcs because I'm a dork, and that had a 35, 37 something. I think it's like 35 to 40% chance of killing right there. So that would have changed the outcome a little bit. But he just lets Tinkaton go down. Thinking he has the game somewhat in the bag. Rhyperior is still looking pretty solid. And Poison Jab procs. I think, yeah, that was only a single proc. He doesn't have the poison point. And we're looking pretty good here for the end game. So Rock Blast hits twice. Unfortunate, doesn't kill in that roll for the earthquake, and that's why it's such a good game, of course. Solid Rock putting in some good work there, preventing the KO,
Was
and with
the earthquake was a roll there too with Rhyperior? Do
probably
you know?
not. I don't think so.
Okay,
But
okay.
overall,
I didn't
solid.
know.
Yeah, solid game. It.
Yeah, better to say it was a roll.
Let's see, where is he at? Like, oh here, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's a roll with that. 43%. It could have been. There's a little bit of economy and it's unboosted, so I don't really know for sure, but overall, really tight game played by these two, and I think they both have some trouble ahead of them, but it's a tough division and they're both good players. All right, moving on, we got the Sun team, the second Sun team in Hades versus Wasteca. Um, any thoughts going into this matchup, Mister Wasteca?
Not really. I thought I had prepped really well for this match. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna lead the fish. I'm gonna click agility. If I get a weakness policy proc, cool. if I don't, and it just does a bunch of damage. Ooh.
So
And
I'm
well,
guessing
we know how that ended up.
that's adaptability, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty cool set. It looks like Milotic's just a kind of a big old wall, but you still got
No,
some.
for sure. But then I got the drop, and I was like, "Ooh, that's nice."
Yeah. And Ninetales actually surprisingly pretty strong here. Um,
Yeah.
and then there's this big old beater coming in. This is not Mega Venusaur, right? This is regular Venusaur.
No, it's just regular Venu.
Okay. I'm shocked that he feels like setting up in front of Tinglu, but I guess the growth kind of helps him a lot.
Yeah, I had the same thought. I was like, I can whirlwind, or I could just spike, expecting him to switch. I think earthquake was a 2 hit,
Yeah.
so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take the chance, and he called my bluff
Yeah, that's it's really strong Venu being able to kill that Tinglu. I guess growth helps a lot. It's like a nasty plot.
for sure.
Yeah, just kind of a fast
He
game
just
so
wiped
far.
me out.
Yeah. But like the special Hisuian Arcanine, I've never really experimented with it. I've never played with it. Does it have a
It's
good
actually
special
got a
attack?
pretty solid special attack stat. I think it's like base 95 or something like that.
Okay.
So it's not the worst, but it's pretty respectable.
Yeah. You see Amish, you played Lee, I think it was week 1, right? They've got a pretty solid defensive core, but um it's also just a Sun team too, and we'll see another Sun
Yeah.
team later. It's hard fitting these crappy Mons like Ninetales and Torkola. And now, granted, Torkola put in some good work last week, but yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it just you ran into a pretty strong team.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lay is
Yeah,
really decent.
Lay's really good with that team too. Knows how to use it.
Hmm.
Um, so
Yeah.
definitely puts
I,
in some good work for that
Ah,
Ninetales.
Beans, I
No, for
face
sure.
this team next week
oh, it's scary. Yeah, and it's got a Terra
or this
Rock
week.
Tyrantrum. That's tough.
Yeah, that
Um,
thing's terrifying to prep for.
No, yeah, Tyrantrum is my god.
Yeah, that thing looked really good in week 1 against me. So I'm not surprised to see it come out.
can someone check
Yeah,
the
dude,
standings?
I knew it was coming.
What's this person's record? If you have that off the top of your head, or someone pull up the
I
doc.
think Lay's
Two
two
and
and
one.
one.
Two
Okay.
and one.
Yeah.
Who do you face? Who do you lose to? Oh, Amish. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Next we have who's this? Adalov versus Leo. This is I don't recall how this one went. I think Adalov lost, but brought some cool mons. See the Crustle, of course, and the Star Raptor. Star Raptor's a really neat guy. Like that one a lot. Okay. Yeah. One thing I'd like to touch on when we draft next. I want there to be more demand for these Rotom appliances because when you can Terra them, they kind of get rid of the bad weaknesses. And
Hmm.
I'm tired of good players using them. It's really annoying, like that they're mostly concentrated in my div right now. So if we could all spread them out a little bit, not let Leo get them, that'd be great. Yep, big damage here with the Volt Switch. It's free Terra. And okay, I'm a little confused here about this play. Maybe he just didn't expect this to be so offensive because Registeel is quite bulky, but just kind of sacks the Registeel there. Maybe he didn't have anything to switch in. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, it's tough. Nidoqueen's really good. Um, Lop getting Rocky helmeted. That's the thing about these physical megas, right? They can't run any protective pads. They can't really be special, right? So you get a free Rocky helmet on them most of the time. It's quite unfortunate. And yeah, just massive chip between the toxic and the Rocky helmet. Next comes our hero though, this sick ass spider guy. This guy's awesome. Crab. Um, Shell Smash, that's devious, and Terra Rock. So he's gonna be outspeeding some stuff, and looks like a solid 2 at KO on the very bulky Necrozma. So it's probably looked really good in the builder, but didn't expect this to be such a bulky Necrozma. But you got a lot of physical threats here, like bam, 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 bam. Yeah. So tough stuff, really creative set, and this game is actually closer than you think now that that thing's dead because Lapunny gets a free hit even though the reflect's up. So I was a toxic damage, but reveal scarf. Yep, and now Staraptor gets to come in for free. Big damage with the probably a choice scarf Braverbird if I had to guess. With a reckless, yeah. That's a really strong mon. Threatening a 2 at KO. Yeah, and the game's like kind of wrapped up. Like he has the Mons advantage, right? But
Mhm.
and there's rocks too. But Staraptor makes it a little bit even with the differential at least, and it even reveals the return, which is really nice. So pretty scary for Leo. Yeah, just kind of sweeps here. Yeah, good game, good game. Next we
Yeah, I
have.
feel like
Okay.
any Terra Electric Rotom versus any team that doesn't have a ground type, especially when it's Choice Scarf, you're just at an
Yeah, it's
significant
just
advantage.
Yeah, it's brutal.
free volt switch.
Yeah, and we'll see a lot of that this week actually. Not just this pivot merchant, but there's another pivot merchant that played twice. Yeah, this guy. So we'll watch Klecker versus Alec. Alec, are you in the call right now? I
Yeah,
said you.
yeah. I'll try and speak up a little bit for this one for sure.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, my plan was just I didn't want to deal with any of that Cyclizar Rotom pivoting BS that we dominated with week 2, so I just figured I'd get that out of the way. I thought it might bait Mega Diancie lead, so I was hoping just go 1-for-1 because Mega Diancie absolutely shreds my team, but I'll take Rotom Wash instead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, get it out of there. And then I have the mixed with the crunch. Lucky crit. I've been getting tons of crits this season, but I have defog. I do not want rocks up ever. And honestly, like Lando is arguably my switch into DNC, so I was happy with that matchup.
So one thing I'll say about the crit is when you attack a lot and you put yourself in a good position, crits will happen. It's obviously still lucky, right? But
Yeah,
it's not like
that's true.
yeah, it's not like you're the luckiest person ever. You
Yeah,
attack
no,
more.
I'm definitely clicking buns out. I pivoted to
Yeah.
Gudra to test for the flamethrower overheat, so that was a good decision on my part.
That was a really
Uh,
good eject pack there. I mean, it's kind
yeah,
of dead in the water to some of these mons. And then the Draco obviously procs it too, so not too bad.
yeah. I figured I don't know if he was gonna toxic or Thunderwave, but I'm not too worried about Lando getting weakened or going down. So
Yeah.
okay, this.
Okay. This
I,
is
I was worried about an Ice Beam, which is why I didn't go hard Gudra. But yeah, that still does a lot of damage. I didn't want him to get spin off.
mhm.
And I thought I was in a position where I had a chance to win without it, so I was willing to take the risk to
Yeah.
make sure I keep rocks up and hope I get lucky. And if he goes for spin, I get a kill with Gyro Ball. So
Yeah.
he made a right read and smoked me there.
So just take me to this game state real quick. You have this thing's dead. That was a pretty good
Yeah.
kill. This thing's really weak. This has revealed life orb, so you're fairly certain it won't have actually it won't have any scarf, and it requires that battle bond ability to get up to speed, right? So the
Yep.
only other threat is this at 348. Did you have a scarf
Yeah.
earlier? Was it Darkrai?
I've got I don't have a scarf. I do have so I probably should have kept this just because I do have Chople on this for Kartana, and like saving I just was kind of just clicking buttons.
Yeah,
Uh, but I do have critically the sash on Darkrai,
that's
which
right.
sort of gives me maneuverability around a Scarf Kartana if shit goes back. I do have the Sap Sipper plus Terra Fairy on a Gudra,
Yeah,
which gives me a little bit of an out versus that, and also Kartana struggles to OHKO. If it's Scarf, it struggles to OHKO everything because Leaf Blade obviously Gudra shuts down. If it's like Smart Strike, Raikou lives a +1.
hmm
Knockoff isn't going to be killing Darkrai. So as long as I have enough Mons at decent health and like don't let it farm kills, like at +1 I can live and attack from most Scarf moves.
yeah, it's very well thought out, and appreciate your insight on that. One thing I'd like to
Yeah.
highlight is the Cyclozar is going to be pretty nasty the rest of the season.
Oh, this was a crazy turn. This one because I realized right when I put in Gudra that it was probably mixed.
Yeah,
And I went for a Terra Water and then a Dragon Pulse, but I unclicked my move to swap to Draco and I forgot to re-Terra. So it made me take way more damage, but then I got the lucky bailout crit.
So that was Assault Vest, right? Did that matter?
That crit, yes, it did.
Okay.
I would have two-shot with Draco, and I would have taken half the damage if I Terror Water. So it's kind of weird. We might have ended up at the same place if I just Terror Watered and not crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, here I'm just like whatever he clicks, I have him on that will live the next attack.
That's
and he-
brutal. That's a tilted play right there.
Yeah, that was he just blanked, and it happens to the best of us.
Sack and yeah.
And at this point, yeah, once Cartana's gone, I know that Darkrai just wins. So
It's still a really competitive game, and we'll see Klecker bounce
Yeah.
back. Hopefully not bounce back for week 5 when I play him, but he's still a really good, solid member of the community. All right, Alec, that was a wonderful game. We'll kind of touch back on this. This looks like a really good game state for him, right? This Greninja probably does
yeah,
significant.
it looks like it just kind of wins. I do live a +1 surf on Raikou.
Yeah.
With Hydro Pump, he can kill it with Raikou, but
Yeah, it's like an 80% chance though, right? Because it'll miss, right? So, GG's, good prep, and yeah, really solid game.
cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Let's see. We have Mr. Dream Eater versus Tobias's team. Okay. Dream Eater, do you want to go kind of speak about your prep or anything in particular? I saw you brought the Strudel.
Yeah, I was honestly going in this. I was not very high on if I could win this one. Tobias has been crushing it, and actually all the teams I faced are in the top 10 in the rankings right now. So it's put that in perspective. I've just been facing really tough teams. I just wanted to have fun with this one, so I brought Strudel, I brought Runerigus, and I brought Tauros, and I was hoping to just maybe squeak out some differential. I didn't expect to win this one.
Okay. Yeah, Tobias has a really excellent team here. It's got Turtle, it's got some decent synergies, Rillaboom and Heatran, of course, the broken. Is Zygarde banned for Terra? I don't think so. Yeah,
No, that one can Terra.
that's ridiculous.
It can Terra, and I'm terrified of it for next week. I'll say that much.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Okay. Not my decisions.
Even after Primer, got abused it last season.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not an RDiv. So the beat up is interesting. It's got that toxic chain tech. Rune's a really underrated mod. It's got great typing and a good ability too. So really scary. And you set up the toxic spikes. That's actually really neat that you set it up on the Pheasantipity because it means he has to take one now, unless he's got a Bootsmon. That might be Terrapagos. Yeah. Status this guy. Raw Gira. Okay, you pivot out from the Gyarados and he gets the rapid spin off. But this guy's kind of fast. Oh no, it's got Prankster, Z parting shot. That's pretty sweet. So you heal up Runegrigus, and that's at full. That's pretty cool. I didn't think it would. Oh, I didn't know it worked like that. Is that why you drafted Strudel, besides the memes?
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly why I drafted Strudel.
Okay. That's pretty cool. The Prankster, I didn't know it did that. Okay. Yeah, this is a nasty build you're up against. Let's see. Sack, and you bring in Steela, Leech Seed. Kind of got him in a decent spot here. Actually, you didn't pack Earthquake this week, right? Because of the grassy terrain?
I
Oh,
don't
you
believe
did.
I did.
Oh, it still
I'd
did
have
a
to
lot of
check, but
damage.
I don't think I did.
No, it still
Oh, I
did.
did. Never mind.
Yeah, he just had a berry. Okay. That's why he was
Yeah.
so comfortable. I was like, why is he so okay with this? All right. That's a good trade, to be honest. But here's the turn, right? This is when it happens. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal.
Yep. Pain.
What was your
Yeah,
move
there's
set on
nothing you
this?
can do about that.
Just try and chunk this Vaporeon at this point.
Yeah. Oh, he brought a
And
luring
then
voice.
the alluring voice. Oh man.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought I
pretty
was
a good play.
donezo right there.
Yeah, that's a really good set predicting a sub. That's like, I like that.
Yeah.
Tobias is a
So
good
covers
player.
for sub, covers DD.
I hit myself in confusion. Lovely.
That's a lot of damage
Low
from a
kick.
probably a
Didn't
band.
expect
Yeah,
that.
is that bandage? Yeah.
Gotta be. Yeah. Oh, nice. That's an Oko. How about that? Are you?
That's a specs, yeah.
Ah, okay. Nice. Nice revenge kill, and Schrudel's coming back in to get beat
Almost
up.
resisted all.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
There
never
you go,
mind.
lives. What a what a
I'm
king.
surprised it did, yeah.
Okay, cool. Schrudel's done some work this game. I'm like shocked. I thought it was just a joke, and then now it's actually doing some Z parting shots, and that's pretty neat.
I love
Toxic
Anger
spikes.
Point.
Oh yeah. You kind of made up for that.
Oh, I got so excited when I saw this. I've never seen anger point proc like outside of in game.
That's awesome. Did you is this thing scarf or what's the set on this
This
guy?
is scarfed, yeah.
Oh hell yeah. Okay. He probably is a little tilted here. Lets the toxic come in so he can safely KO with Terapagos, but I think
Still chunk it.
yeah. That's
So I calced it. If I'm modest here with this electrode, I kill.
oh
I
wow.
think I win.
Who is your fastest team member? Or who is their fastest guy?
I think they had one of the Lotties, so I was like, well, they could bring Scarf Lottie, so I was trying to outspeed that.
Yeah. Well, GG's that yeah, if you were modest there and you killed, you probably your leftovers, yeah, you probably do win that. So I saw
Yeah,
you in the
some
post game chat.
pain.
Yeah. Now, I will say Tobias is really good. So if for some reason he's in Hades next season, I'll be surprised because I've been impressed with his build and also his quality of play. All right. We got
I mocked with Snort for this one.
okay. Who is this? It's who's Ibao? It's Pumpgun. We'll
And so
call
I
it
can't remember who it was. It was the
neurodivergent pump
I
gun.
think the Slowbro team, like Glasgow Slowbros or something like that. Maybe I got the wrong team.
Yeah. Versus Snow Runt. So Snow Runt's in a good spot with a kill leader of Gouging Fire and a really solid team. Amish plays Snow Runt next week, and I think that's going to be a good matchup. So we'll
I
see.
got destroyed in mocks versus Snorant for week 4. I will say that much. I'm pretty confident that he's gonna play well.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what it is. Gordon hates the guy. He's like, yep, you're down in the bottom of the power rankings, and he probably still has him at like 0 this week. So we'll watch this.
I think at 10 now.
Okay, that's not too bad. Soften the
Yeah,
heart.
think about this Dragonite set is fucking legendary. The
Yeah,
Teemo winner that can't miss.
this is the dumbest thing I've seen in my life, but it worked pretty well, and something Joe would bring. It's classic Joe set. Really tough positioning for the for Snow Run. I'm not sure he expected any of this. He probably knew he could take that. Is that a assault vest? I guess. Wouldn't shock me.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, just took it. Oh,
I
damn.
think
Okay.
just bulky.
Wow.
That's insane.
And
Yeah,
then
we were expecting DD Dragonite. We were definitely not expecting this.
that's the right thing to expect, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It has a great matchup too.
Yeah. It's probably. I mean, I don't know. If Pumpgun's just having fun, just having fun. But
Yeah, no, if you want to bring a set like that, I always love it.
see, a guy like me clicks bash there for the flinch chance. Yeah, it's like I don't know. Watching this, I feel like I'm on hallucinogens. It's just very interesting. Stays in on the earthquake. Okay. Mm.
I like the not Terra to make sure you don't get a one shot.
Oh yeah, that's a
No,
good mon right there. And
or not Terra, not Mega.
yeah, good Ampharo's got a kill. I think he swapped that out for Manetric. That was the right decision. Manetric's so bad. If you guys ever have to like choose between a mega, like Manetric versus anybody else, don't get Manetric. Like get Glalie. Glalie can spike. Manetric gets walled by any ground with any special defense. Like you're forced to run like Hyper Beam or something. It's so bad.
Yeah, no, the one time I got it, I felt like I was running Toxic Sub every time I brought it. It was moronic.
Yeah, and Intimidate's pretty good. But yeah, Snow won that pretty comfortably. I think maybe a full para on this. I'm just kind of coping. It's a cool set though. Um, hopefully we see more Dragonite like that this season. That'll be fun for Hades to experience. All right, next is the Hestia, as he styled himself, and EMBPLSL. Basically, EM's got a really good team. They've really crushed the draft in a couple of consecutive seasons versus this guy, returning season one coach, very creative builder as we've seen, and he's got the right tools with versatile mons like Overquill, Volbeat to really bring some surprise sets. So let's see what they do. Okay. Yeah, I was helping Joe build up against EM on his week 2 matchup, and really, it's as bad as Joe's team was prior to the fixes. Um, EM's just got a really solid build, and a lot of the pieces synergize with each other. You get a lot of momentum pieces. Underrated. I actually really like Mega Garchomp too. It's solid and does a lot of damage under sand, and even outside of sand, it's a decent mix attacker. Right. Any strong opinions on this game? Do you guys want to watch it or just kind of figure out what's going? It's got random blizzards coming up for the Garchomp.
Hestia definitely pilots his team well, though.
Oh yeah,
I think he's
Yeah,
comfortable
for
with
sure.
it.
the Thousand Arrows is a really really great piece on this team. It actually is like one of the best counters to EM in general. It's pretty much everything neutral in this matchup. Kind of makes you think about the prep there. Of course, normally your ground resists or immunities don't have to deal with that. So Unfort gets a nice freeze. Talos is, or as he has been dealing with a lot of hacks this season. He's literally right. It's every single game. Amish, you crit him last time, right? Or some sort of deal. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Hey, doesn't sound like me.
Okay, no, didn't happen. I was wrong. But check
No,
that real
actually,
quick.
I don't remember what did I create on this team.
It was something. I don't
Um,
recall. There's a minor
I
amount of
don't think it
crying.
was anything that was brought. And I think I definitely like spent like a half hour saying that didn't matter. So
Okay, don't worry about it then. I was wrong. Being gaslit. Hold
I
on.
mean, it probably did matter.
Nah, it didn't. I'm wrong. Okay. Any more glazing I can do? What is this Volbeat capable of? Okay. Encore prankster bot dies. Okay, great set. But he gets to switch in the Zygarde for free. Um, ooh, that's nice. Now he's less likely to keep Garchomp in. He can actually drop 1,000 arrows on the predicted switch. That's really solid gaming right there.
Crit is jealous it with freeze dry. That's what it was.
Okay, but that didn't happen, so don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah. It didn't happen, and it didn't matter.
Yeah, nothing ever matters. I always win. Okay, so that
I
was
like
good.
the pivoting in and out the Zygarde to change the move and keep the win con alive.
Oh yeah, it's like really like shrewd play. I think that was the word I used. It's like just veteran stuff, recognizing a win con and like you said, just doing the right stuff. So that was really cool. I think this person might be one of the ones to watch out for in Hades come playoff time. Their team is a little sussy, admittedly, but we take those. Right next we have OK Buddy versus Axortrix or something like that. Um, it's been documented well enough that Buddy's team is weird. But he's a creative builder and his team has some good pieces. Rain's always threatening. You get a turn wrong, you might lose. So we'll just see how this one goes. Buddy's also really hard to schedule with. It's on vacation, I think. So Specs Hurricane or Scarf maybe. Yep, doing big chunks to the team. Switches out probably a Scarf Rotom. Nope, it's not. Does a Pain Split to get everything back. Okay.
I
I
like
don't know
the
what.
testing for the Trailblaze here.
Yeah,
Assuming that's what he was doing. I totally would have stayed in and just hit Weather Ball, so kudos to him.
probably could have killed him. Yeah, I guess if he didn't have any speed on the Politoed, it died with a calc anyways. But yeah,
Yeah,
Komodo
I'm
has
not
been
sure
kind of
what
a
the numbers.
useless this season. It's just weak without its Omni boosting moves, and yeah, it's just farm right here. Okay, so uh, good move right there, but that was the right play. Yeah, now this player, Axe or Tix or whatever his name is, just gets really good momentum. Their build's just good enough defensively to swap in, drain whatever you're doing, and establish their agenda. Should be an interesting play. Yeah, I just don't see what they're trying to do with the against the Alamomola. Kind of defeats all progress. Like there's a lot of stuff you can do with Politoed. Just depends on the set. I might have been like specs or something. Okay, cool tech there to do break the screens. Must have guessed that such a team like this with Grimmsnarl would pack that. So good bring on Buddy's end, and unfortunate miss of the Draco Meteor that definitely killed. And he claims anyways, so it didn't matter. Actually, a really good thing that didn't hit. Now it's
Yeah, he gets the boost.
forcing this thing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was brave of our Chaladon to stay in the first time on Shocks.
Oh yeah. So now think we get to see Dreadnought finally come out. Yep. So I actually really like this set. It just doesn't have the stopping power against Reflect plus Aloe, but this was it's still really neat. Shocked that broke the sub. I think that was a pretty specific bring on Buddy's part to not get any defense drops into their Metacham or something like that. That could easily get chipped after a while. But yeah, you kind of get the picture. Um, I think, yeah, he used his Terra already, so kind of unfortunate, but yeah, you get the picture. I think there's actually a path to victory here. No, without some crazy confusion. But yeah, GG's. We actually have two Axortix games this week. Um, don't know why we got two, but we do. Okay. Um, to be honest, this is just more. This is when the game's lost. Basically, losing Mawile takes you out of the game offensively versus this Aloe. And yeah, it's just more pivot merchant stuff. I mean, the Arctix plays well, and it's just unfortunate with the prep here not being able to make any progress on this build. If you note though, what they like to do is bring bulky mons that can take a hit, recover, pivot, and bring in their big threats. It's kind of what everybody had wrote up at the beginning of the season about the team, and it's performing well to the script. But like I said, the game's been over for a while. There's not much they can do with choice specs being knocked off. So yeah, a lot of progress being made on this team. And yeah, 5-0. Who do we got in the call? I don't want to keep y'all around for super long. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 games left. So slot you next. Okay, we'll kind of breeze through this one. Dom unfortunately has to go up against another team with flying stabs, so that necessitates the Appleton coming since it's also taking a little bit of heat off Excadrill, who has a lot of roll compression on that team. And then yeah, you got Spectrier into a Alolan Muck, which is really unfortunate. Um, yeah, don't got much else. It's just Book Blue playing really well. That might have been a roll. Nah, no, I think I calculated that earlier. It's not a roll. I do a little bit of prep for these sometimes.
Shout out Dom's naming theme. I think he said his 4-year-old named all his moms.
Yeah.
So that was cute as hell.
Yeah, that's good dad energy right there.
No, yeah, we were prepping for this match, and he was like my nicknames, and I was like, "What the fuck are these?" And he goes, "Your nephew did them," and I said, "Oh shit, my bad, Neff. These
Mm,
are hard, dude."
heard that.
He's gunning for that #1 spot on the dad tier list.
Oh yeah, that's
No, for sure.
not happening. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so just unfortunate. I think Dom's gonna redo his team just a hair. It is a bad matchup for him with his primary Mon Spectre not doing well into Muck, but there's so I guess you said you helped him prep a little bit, right?
hmm
What were you guys kind of thinking going into this?
So the main thing we were kind of thinking was, how do we get past Alolan Muck? Really, that was the big thing for Spec. Um, I think the set that he had on was everything died to a +2 Dark Pulse.
Hmm.
Minus Alolan Muck, of course.
Yeah,
Um, so our plan was to kind of whittle everything down, um, get Spec behind a sub, and then just Dark Pulse everything.
yeah,
What
Do you
else
guys have
happened? I
Mudshot on
know.
it?
No, he didn't want to bring it. He didn't think it would be useful. A common theme with him is he's like, "Oh no, this will never happen," and then it happens, and he's like, "Damn, I definitely should have brought this, this, and this."
yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's
He's
always
he's
easy
very
to know what you should have
no,
brought
yeah,
after the game.
100%. But he's very like textbook. Like he just tunnels on one mon specifically, and then he's like, "Ah, okay. I have to have 50 counters for this one thing," and then he forgets about this other thing that's in the back.
yeah. That's like something that I wanted to kind of touch up on. I might do a write up at some point, but matchup gravity in these matches is really crippling for some people. Like I remember the
hmm
Lele I brought last season, or didn't bring most of the time. Everybody prepped for it like super hard, packing assault vest, all these like items for it. And I just never brought it because I didn't need to. I felt like it was slow, weak, etc. Not weak, but slow. And I would just get free wins because people over prep for something. So that's I don't know. You gotta check off boxes elsewhere, like you said. But yeah, that
No,
the
yeah, for sure.
underrated play this game, flamethrower on the backs slash Zorok. I thought that was really cool.
hmm
Basically confirmed it.
I didn't
But
even catch that.
yeah, it's a really cool game. All right, we got the luckiest guy on the planet versus Amastripsky. Okay.
Love it. Love it. The main thing here, Bloodmoon was really tough to prep for, so they had a few options there for it. Moltres with pressure being the main one to try and stall out the Bloodmoons as much as possible. Um, had I think it was Protect, like Toxic thrown in there too. Um, and then the Hitmontop was kind of back up as AV, which it was, doing its job here against the Galvanishla since it was more of an offensive bring. Um, the goal was Mismagius and Ursaluna. It was basically just set up for them, and the other ones were just whittle everything down as much as possible. So Jeb Streaker was a cool brand. This was and I also pointed out, I think to like Stunt and Joe, that this is like my bottom three mons coming. So it's cool that I can threaten a little bit with those ones. Um, and the Metagross has just been so fun to use. It's my first time using it in draft. I haven't had that much draft experience, so but I have always been a Metagross enjoyer. So
Yeah,
super fun to use.
it's
This is
funny you
pretty cool
say.
here.
Oh, good.
Low kick into that. That was always a bring. I was always picking low kick there. It just felt like it was going to switch out with the core there, obviously because electric in front of that didn't have a really good switch in the low kick. So
Nice.
sorry to cut you off.
No, I was just gonna say the bottom three, they're still like bringable, especially with well, Zebstrika maybe not so much, but it's got good speed. You got Z moves on it potentially.
Yeah.
I like that. Like your bottom three aren't just totally useless or super niche. You can actually like put in a lot of work with them. Where's the
Yeah,
turn?
I feel like it's like this is the first season that I've had that. I feel like every season I've played, it's just been like I feel like my bottom two or three is just like unbringable like all the time.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this
I
is the
think you
turn,
had
right?
great point value in your draft with like Metagross and Moltres. Like
Yeah.
you got a great
Mhm.
core at like 10 points each.
Yeah. Mhm.
You can't beat that. Okay, so this is the turn. Um, great bring with a hyper voice throat spray into Trick Room. Gordon's team's kind of online right here. I think he's been struggling a little bit all year, maybe just with some misplays, but it's also a hard team to pilot. It takes a lot of timing, um, getting your threats in there, getting them out, pivoting when you need to. So this looks good, but unfortunately, Dream's crushed by old Hitmontop with the crit and a mock
That's
punch.
Gordon's old mom too. I had to bring it. He had it for like 2 or 3 seasons,
So
so I knew I had to bring it.
so question here actually. Assuming you do 35%, he's down to 30, and you do a mock punch, that's probably like what, 15%? Do you have any way to stall out Trick Room there?
No,
Okay.
no, because it was assault vest.
Okay.
So it was 4 months. I mean, I guess I could have done a few things like sack the zebra there.
Okay.
Um, I don't really. Maybe Moltres comes in because Moltres isn't really needed for a whole lot
Yeah.
now because the Blood Moon was going down anyway.
Okay.
So there was definitely probably a few more optimal ways to make that happen. But I think that was one of the best options here. And honestly, in hindsight, Nasty Plot should have been right there because that would have been basically. I mean, not game, but especially because he played the Bug Buzz, thinking that okay, it goes past sub.
Yeah.
Uh, then seeing the damage on it, like Nasty Spot there just would have been that would have been it. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not it, but you know what I mean. So,
Well, it's tough for our favorite mod. The Thunder missing's big, although I'm sure you tank that as Miss Mag. You have 105 special defense.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't die from that. And then also, I felt like because he was setting up Trick Room, it actually helped me a little bit if Ursaluna came in for a turn.
Yeah.
Because he didn't bring Scald.
Oh,
So he wasn't doing anything super effective to the Ursaluna.
okay.
So I felt super comfortable the rest of this game.
What was your
Now, definitely.
what was your
Say
Ursaluna
again?
set? Was it Flame Orb?
Play more bulk up, and then I think it was like Earthquake, Drain Punch, and Thunder Punch. Thunder
Oh,
Punch was the king in the core.
okay. So you probably it's not Rocky Helmet unless this thing. Oh, it's got Body Press. Probably tank a few of those. You probably trade and then win with some combination of these mons. So yeah, GG's.
Yeah. I think it would have saved Diff a little bit, but I felt pretty comfortable in that spot, and I just had to like I think that he's just right. Like when he saw me just clicking sub over and over to stall, I was gonna do that no matter what. That wasn't gonna change. Like to try and like click a Kieran coming in just because it was just again I keep control.
Yeah,
There's no need for me to guess. I felt like it wasn't 50-50.
yeah. So GG's there. Who does Gordon play next week? I hope it's not an iterative match. I want him to get a win.
I
Uh,
don't know.
we'll find out. Okay, we got Joe versus JKG a little bit. I played I played this mock with Joe a little bit, and I thought that JKG had matchup here, but the more we teched into stuff, Joe's got two Terra Water Mon since he doesn't have a real water in Espeon and Mudsdale. It's got just enough juice to power through. And if you look at the team sheets, Zard is disgusting. So this was probably the riskiest play of the whole thing. Um, Overheat, Fire Blast would have killed with specs there, but now you got Torn online, and then basically just claim kills. Torn's really good, as everybody knows. And then this was just a weird stay in, to be honest. I'm not sure what was going on here. Maybe just wanted to confirm the kill. Uh, I don't know. But oh, flip turn probably didn't think you'd be prankster with GU in the back as that shuts it off. Okay, reasonable. Uh, yeah, so the Raw Charizard comes in. I don't know why Joe's solar power there, to be honest. Beats me. Um, but yeah, gets a Dragon Dance online, and that's tough sledding for Mr. Giraffe. Uh, as far as the Temper Flare Brewing goes, that was for one of the levitating mons. If it misses, it actually boosts it to 150 power, and you don't get any of the recoil. Um, just a personal choice, I guess, but worked out pretty well. And then you see Annihilate cleaning up. So that's a theme. A lot of these matches are they're very quick. Joe got this done in 15 turns, and everything pretty much went to script. He had some good brings, and yeah, good first win. And I play him next week. We'll take a look at this 6-1-6 match. I think this might have been one of my favorite matches to watch live, and then I'll close it out with mine. But yeah, we'll watch this one. So Cam, Zeus, pretty good battler. He's um, been around the scene for a while, and he plays in NBPA. Does really well there, and in top division versus 616, who's got one of the best builds out there with the psychic terrain theme plus a bunch of cool monsters support it. So Agron puts in a little bit of work chunking Urshifu, a little bit on Crest, but Crest always packs a little recovery, so not doing too much. And then this was pretty ballsy. I guess with Terra Fire, it's not so much. So he knew that. Not Flash Fire Chandelure, by the way. So yeah, it's just kind of wants to get rocks up. I don't think anything can take out rocks besides Pidgeot, so that's interesting. Get rocks up and then start sacking mons. Yeah, it's probably choice locked. Got a double. A lot of phasing on this team. That's interesting. Take notes. I think Cam's team might have been a bit hyped up in the preseason stuff just because on paper it's got a lot of really strong options, but um, you can also see them struggling a little bit midseason. Now the battles have been close, right? But it's Mega Pidgeot just sucks in my opinion, as it claims a kill on Donphan, right? But kind of picks up on this game from here. We see Overheat on the Chandelure kill, super super strong mon. That's a lot of defense on your Ninetales there, and very risky switch in for the Tapu Lele because then you have to bring your Sneasler in early. But just switches into the scale shot, kind of reads them like a book, and we're back at 4-4. So you see the Scarf Shifu come in. That was a very interesting stay in. Probably predicting the Superior. So uh, yeah, interesting. Maybe just sack that and bring in your Sneasler to get that online, but um, making some big claims here. And now we have Chandelure just putting in a little bit of work. The stat profile looks interesting. You get your raw Terra Blast, no Terra. So you got neutral coverage here with Chandelure. Little grass. Claim the kill. Wow, that's definitely a tilted earthquake there. But also kind of expected the Tapu Lele probably. So Chandelure puts in a little bit of schwork, cleaning this all up. And we have Cress. It gets, unfortunately, a special defense drop on that sequence right there. I'm skipping through all the shadow balls. Um, yeah, and then Contrary Superior cleans it up. So really scary for the rest of Hades to kind of look into 616's play style, making some good reads, and they got a really scary team. So GG's there, and hopefully Cam can pick it back up. Last but not least, we have my game. Buddy's got a bad team. They drafted it, so they know it. They've switched it up since. It's gotten a little bit better, but I was surprised to see no rain. Um, and yeah, we'll just take a look. So we both lead with our electrics, hoping to do some
Oh my
pivoting.
god, this is absolute cinema. What goes on here, man?
Yeah. Oh, is that Buddy in the call?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah. So we got the dual screens. Interesting brings. Probably good that we both expected hyper offense, and yeah. So this actually matters just a hair. Um, only because I can't agility on this next turn. I was wondering why I didn't do that. It was because I was running out of screen time. So yeah, I proc this weakness policy. And funny fact, my Iron Crown was also the same exact set. So we had pretty linear team building, um, and we didn't plan that. It's good stuff. Why'd you draining kiss here, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like why?
Um, I can't really tell you. I think it was because I knew that Moon Blast wasn't gonna kill.
Okay. And you just wanted to recover a little bit
Yeah,
to. Okay.
basically.
That's fair. Yep. And Hitmonlee was really good in the builder. I didn't have a set for it for a
This thing
second.
almost went crazy on my team, dude. I
Yeah.
didn't really have like an answer. Actually, like on the on the battlefield.
Yeah. I had Swords Dance. I didn't click it because I was just like racking up kills. But did you have what'd you click on the Obama Snow there?
Uh, dude, honestly, I don't remember, man.
Okay. But anyways, we go with the safe route, get the raw close combats, and yeah, another really quick game. Um, you basically sack your Dreadnought here to bring in your Clanker,
Yep.
and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? So I forgot he could change forms. I thought that was guerrilla tactics all day. Looked pretty decent to my team. Nope. Uh, that is that is a belly drum, Salackberry, Darmanic.
Man, what kills me is I didn't go adamant. Oh, it's just like crushes me.
Yeah. So
I just I don't know why I went jolly, but running max defense was a great bring. I mean, you were gonna run it anyways for Pert and Dreadnought, but
yeah,
that like totally saved you there. So good
absolutely.
bring.
Oh yeah. I knew that I was in the builder and I was like, man, Slowbro needs some help here. So that's why I brought Brute for your Dreadnought and also
Yeah,
Swampert a
that
little
was
bit.
sick.
Yeah. I was expecting some shenanigans, and I'm glad I don't have to face you again, probably. So that's a good watch through. And you want to walk us through your changes a little bit? Who'd you swap out, and what do you think they're going to add to your team? No, okay, all right. That's it for our watch throughs. I hope you guys had a
Oh, sorry, my bad. I was
okay.
muted. I didn't realize it.
That's okay.
So I got rid of Reggie Alecki because he's just too. I mean, this guy has no coverage. He has Terra Blast as his
Yeah.
coverage. Can't even use it. I brought it specs week 2 against Sandy Shocks. Did a solid 38% with
Oh,
Terra Blast. I mean, the chip the chip actually ended up mattering, but it was just so like ass.
yeah.
I don't know. This is really the only
So you
time
switched it out.
it was like useful.
Yeah. Well, it's a good
And
set though.
then I got rid of Monkey Dory for
Yeah.
toxicity. Uh, it was really just because I hadn't brought Monkey Dory yet, not because I thought it was a bad mon or anything. I mean, not that it is good. And I got rid of who else did I get rid of? I got rid of Articuno G. Also, not really Articuno G's fault. I just didn't really think it fit like super well with the team, but
Hmm.
it did do good things in that one game that it came
Yeah.
against X-Trix.
Yeah.
And
It was
then
actually a big
let
threat
me
here
see.
too. I was like kind of sweating a little bit, minus the crown, right? So
Yeah,
I thought like flying stab, it's got a shot. It's just a little slow.
yeah, that's the thing about it. And then of course it also gets no defog, which sucks.
Yeah.
And then I also got right. So I changed the Terra Captain to Obama Snow,
Oh sweet.
and I also picked up Altaria. That's gonna be my only removal on the team for this
Oh
whole
my
season.
god.
So better make it work.
Yeah. Who do you play
Yeah,
next week? Do you know? Oh,
at least
Leo.
it's Terra.
Oh, you play Leo. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna play him
No, we were
tomorrow.
actually supposed to play earlier today, but he ended up having dinner and whatever. It's fine. We'll just play like Wednesday or something. But his team is so scary. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm gonna win.
Uh, I think you got it, man. Like, if you think about it, a lot of these games have been like our game was close, and then your first game just had some unlucky breaks. So it's like the team's not great, right? You kind of put yourself in that hole, but you also
Yeah.
you build well and you build creatively. So there's a lot of room to make up ground there. So uh,
Yeah, of
okay,
course. No, I'm bringing the heat. Uh,
absolutely.
week 4, dude. It's coming.
Well, this is why we need the third division, because I don't want to put you
Poseidon,
bit.
yeah, I
We
know, man. I'm not cut out for Zeus. Not really. I mean, maybe if I
no.
win the next couple of games, but
No, but like if you drop because of differential, like that's how they do it. Um,
all right,
that's gonna be ugly. So we can't have that. You have to randomize your whole
totally.
team. All right. That was a really good watch through. Thanks to everybody that could join, and hopefully we can do this some more before I go back to work. So peace and blessings. Have a great
All
day.
right, that was fun. See you guys later.